Hello, it's Daniel, and today I kind of wanted to show you how I set up a simple Christian Wiccan altar. There are many ways to do this, and I just want to show you kind of my devotional type altar. So I've just kind of used this random little table here to show you how I set up a devotional altar. Now, I do have an image, which I'll show you right here. This is my image of Jesus as the Good Shepherd, and I don't know, for some reason I just put this little ankh here because it just, for me, it reminds me of Jesus, so that's something that I do. And then I have Our Lady of Guadalupe, a little image of her. I have a cinnamon candle, which is, it's actually not black. It's almost a purple color. It's got these little, but this camera's making it look black, but it's got these little like glitter things there. And this candle just focuses my intent. I have a little bowl of water. I have a little seashell of salt. This is my Sinnoh pinnacle, which is a cross and a pinnacle together that a friend made me. I have some sage, a lighter, and right here I have my Book of Shadows. This is my devotional Bible, which is the New Living Translation. And then the devotional book that I'm reading right now, which is 40 Days with Jesus, Celebrating His Presence by Sarah Young. So I have a study Bible, which is a King James version, and this is my devotional Bible. So it's just, like I said, it's just for doing little simple devotions. And this would be, like I said, my Book of Shadows, and it's just got random notes and stuff in here for what I'm doing. So for devotional altar, you don't have to have a whole lot. I like to have a bell and I like to have holy water, which I make my own. And I normally begin my rituals by dipping my finger in there and making the sign of the cross and saying something like, "In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, thus this ritual begins." And then I'll light a little bit of sage, which I'll do that right now. And then I simply will say something like, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." That's from the book of Psalms. And I just simply cleanse the space. Sometimes I'll ring a bell to begin and end a ritual. For devotional rituals, I don't cast a circle or call the four directions because I don't think it's necessary. This is just a time for me to sit and read and reflect on spirituality. Just allowing myself to be filled with the Holy Spirit and be guided by that. So that's really all I do. Then when I'm done, again, I'll make the sign of the cross and I'll say, "In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the simple ritual has ended, blessed be." Nothing real big there. I'm just kind of honoring the beginning and ending of my devotional time. And then I might say a prayer in between. Sometimes I'll pray the Catholic Rosary. Other times I might just say the Lord's Prayer. Other things, do, let's see if I have it somewhere. I have a little Christian book of hours I pray, here we go, which is shorter Christian prayers. This is actually a Catholic one, but it's got a lot of Psalms readings and stuff like that. I sometimes will use that in my devotional time as well. Sometimes I use other books. I have other devotionals I use. I have Jesus Calling somewhere and Jesus for Today by Sarah Young. I have the Circle Maker devotional and the book and just other little devotionals that I've bought that I use. I also have a few Wiccan devotionals, which is like a spell a day and things like that I also sometimes would use alongside all that. I think that I try to incorporate spirituality in my daily life, so I don't always do a full little morning ritual with altar, but I do try to incorporate my spirituality, both my Wiccan and my Christian sides, in my spirituality daily. And I like to smudge my room daily. Smudging is used in a lot of neo-Wiccan stuff. It comes from Native American stuff. It's something that I guess we culturally appropriated. While incense is probably used in traditional Wicca, smudging is really not part of traditional Wicca. I mean, they do censor the space, but just kind of sharing with you bits of how I practice my Christian Wicca and things like that. Many blessings.